Hope you're doing good and welcome back to another Watch Design Academy YouTube video. Even though this is more kind of a vlog while driving in a car and nothing too special, I do have a very interesting topic today for you guys. I'm currently driving to get a haircut because I look awful and it's pouring rain, like it's actually pouring rain like crazy. I'm not sure even if you'll be able to hear me fine, but it is what it is. Today I want to talk directly to people that want to become watch designers. So I'm not talking to people that want to start their own watch brand, or they want to start a watch repair shop, or that they want to design watches for their brand. No, I'm talking specifically to people that want to become watch designers, right? As you guys know, this whole YouTube channel has been created by me because I am a watch designer, but I'm not your typical watch designer that works for a watch brand, like big brand like Rolex, AP, Vacheron, Omega, or big retail brands like those. I'm not that sort of a watch designer. I am more of a freelance watch designer, but I've been doing it professionally for over 6 years now. I think 7 now. I always say almost 6, almost 7 years, but I think it's past 7th year now that I've been working as a watch designer. Also, as you know, I own watchdesignstudio.com. That is my main business. That is what I do in my everyday life. Every day from morning to evening, all I'm doing is designing watches for existing watch brands, and specifically micro brands, or designing watches for people that are looking to get into the industry and actually need their own watch design created, their first watch design created basically, and get it ready for production, prototyping, bulk production and stuff like that. We also do some other things like CGI video animations, photorealistic renderings that are oftentimes used as marketing on social media campaigns, or as product images on their website, banner videos and stuff like that. So that is Watch Design Studio, and that is my business. That is what I started almost 7 years ago. So to everybody that is looking to become a watch designer, there are 3 different paths, 3 different ways to actually go about it, right? Before I tell you those 3 ways, let me tell you the first way and the way I became a watch designer. I actually have a high school degree, which is a high school degree to become a mechanical technician, nothing else. And I have 2 years of university at engineering university to become a mechanical engineer, because I wanted to work in automotive industry, but I just didn't see that happening. And basically I started this watch design thing, watch designing for fun, basically just posting my work on Instagram. And the way I actually became a professional watch designer today is by learning myself. As I started getting more projects and working on more projects, even though it was for 20 bucks a project, 30 bucks, 100 bucks and stuff like that, those were the amounts that I was paid for my first few projects, right? And basically the way I gained my skills and basically how I learned to design watches is by doing it. And I would say that is actually the hardest way that you can become a watch designer. If you just throw yourself into the deep water and try and get more clients that need actually watch design services, which is quite difficult, I have to say. Especially getting your first clients at any sort of business is extremely difficult, and it's just very painful. But once you actually get the first client, you need to learn through that first project, right? And you're not going to get paid a handsome amount of money to do that task for a specific brand or an individual, right? Even though that's the way I became a professional watch designer, but it took me 7 years to get to this point where my business is generating over 200,000 euros a year, right? And one thing that you have to keep in mind is that this is a business that if you're trying to start a watch design studio like myself, this is a business that you cannot outsource to people, right? Because most high quality watch designers are working already for existing brands. You will be having a lot of difficult times finding employees, and I still haven't managed to do that. And also, if you find an employee, nobody is going to work as hard in your own business as you will, right? So the quality of work and the quality of the designs that you'll be able to produce will get worse over time. And that is the first way. Just try and design and learn as you go along. That is the first way and the hardest way. The second easiest, I would say, but quite expensive, is actually to go to some Swiss watchmaking schools. And the issue is that those schools will cost an extreme amount of money, right? And they only accept a certain amount of students each year, and you actually physically have to attend the classes. If you guys have attended those schools, feel free to correct me if I say anything wrong. But basically, you have to attend those classes physically. You physically have to be there. And the issue with those classes is that they are watchmaking classes most of the time, and they are not specifically focused on watch design only, right? So you'll be learning a lot of mechanical things, how things work, how they are assembled together, what each watch component does in specific moment, and blah 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 blah, right? And that is, I would say, the second best way to actually go about it, right? Watch design market is growing every day, every year. It's constantly growing. And even though you might think it's saturated, wait a couple of years and then you'll see what saturated actually means. Like this, currently there is so many different brands that have been popping up for the past 5 years, and there will be even more brands popping up every day on the market for the next, I would say, like 30 years probably. Because even though the whole world is kind of digitalizing, everybody appreciates analog and mechanical things, and that's why watchmaking and watch design and the watch industry overall will just keep on growing, because of social media. Everybody wants attention, and you get attention by having expensive things, and watches are one of those expensive things, right? So yeah, I'm just kind of going off topic here, but yeah, those are the two ways that we've covered. You can just dive in deep and start getting clients, offering your watch design services and learning as you go along. Second way is you actually attend physical classes in a physical Swiss watchmaking school. But the issue with that, as we've said, is that it's mostly focused on watchmaking, not watch design. And the third way that I actually think is the best way to become a watch designer in 2025, 2026, 2027 is actually learning online. And about a year and a half ago, there was nothing online that would teach you watch design specifically, but that has been changed, and that has been changed by me personally, because last year I launched Watch Design Academy. And Watch Design Academy is nothing more than an online school that teaches you specifically how to create production ready watch design. So not just drawing on paper and making nice sketches, it's actually teaching you how to create and design a production ready watch. That means sketching, 3D modeling, technical drawings, rendering, making specification sheet, dealing with manufacturers. Everything is inside that school. And to be honest, it was not my idea to make that school. That idea came from a couple of different clients of mine that I was designing watches for, because they were tired of hiring me constantly for every new watch design that they wanted to release. Because every time I create a watch design for someone, the minimum cost is like $3,000 US, right? So it can become very expensive very quickly, and that's why they requested of me that I make some sort of online course on how to actually design their own watches, that teaches you how to actually design your own watch. Because hiring watch designers, professional watch designers that will do a good job and provide all the necessary files for your watch to be able to be produced, is very expensive. And I'm not even the most expensive freelance designer on the market, right? You can just type in watchdesignacademy.com or just scroll below this video and you'll see a link. Watch Design Academy. And I have to mention, since Black Friday is very close, we have launched our Black Friday sale. So that means all of our programs inside our online watch design school are 50% off, and they will remain 50% off for the next 7 days. If you've ever wanted to learn watch design properly from someone who actually designs watches on a daily basis, I think you should check it out. I'm not forcing you to join or anything. I'm just saying what I think is the best way to actually learn watch design today, and that is by checking out watchdesignacademy.com. I've really poured my heart and soul into the Watch Design Academy, and if you are interested, I suggest you check the link and you check the first video that we have on our home website, and it will explain everything about Watch Design Academy and everything that you get inside in different programs and what it's all about. So yeah, guys, that would be all for this video. Hope you've enjoyed, hope you've gotten some value out of it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and ciao.